Good afternoon. Thank you for attending today. This is our fourth community of interest sponsored by the Office of the Vice President for Research, Innovation, and Economic Development. This, of course, is on the brain, and we have a number of very interesting presentations, 16 in all, 8 in the first half and 8 in the second half, covering not only straight-line neurological work, but also some other things dealing with the brain-mind relationship, and even a few things dealing with science overall as it applies to this particular area. What we're going to do very quickly is we'll have a first session with your first group of Ignite speakers, and then we'll have a break, and then another group, and then a break after that, so people can discuss. There are also some posters outside that we'll tell you about. But what I want to do before we get started is ask Vice President Colleru to come up and say a few words.
All right, thanks, Jack. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. This is what a research university should look like. And this is the fourth in the series of these communities of interest that we have hosted on our campus, and they seem to get bigger every time we convene the group, and both in terms of the lineup of speakers as well as the attendees. The first of those that we started was an experiment. We didn't know how it would go, but it was in the area of diversity, equity, poverty, and that was a grand success. I said maybe it's not a bad idea to bring researchers together who don't know each other, who look at a problem from their own lens. But this gives us an extraordinary opportunity to bring multiple lenses together from people that look at a problem from their own vantage viewpoint. But as that viewpoint intersects with other viewpoints, we believe magic happens. And we've had a lot of magic happen on our campus over the past year and a half, where the first community of interest led to research collaborations, people that didn't know each other, meeting each other in this setting, at the posters, in the breaks. That led to research collaborations, that led to joint publications, that led to a National Science Foundation funded research that actually came out of our second community of interest that we call the Global Sustainability Initiative. So we had Dr. Heather Stone from education working with Dr. Terry Chambers from engineering, who didn't know of each other's existence perhaps before meeting here, getting excited about each other's work, working on a National Science Foundation proposal, and congratulations, landing that contract, landing that project. So, and looking at extremely interesting problems like global climate change and what impact it has on societies and communities, and on communities that are having to be moved or relocated, like the Isle de Jean Charles, about a few miles south of here, because those communities are no longer livable or viable because of climate change. Again, like I said, that's what research universities should do. They should bring researchers from different disciplines, get them invested in each other's perspective, explore, because we believe that new knowledge is to be found at the intersection of disciplines, and truly that's what we are doing. So that was the second. The third in the series was Louisiana Studies. Again, this is a commitment of the university to its sense of place. Understanding and impacting the world that surrounds us is absolutely vital to us. And the fourth is important to all of us. And so I couldn't be more pleased with the topic of today's conversation about the human brain, the understanding the process of creativity, understanding the process of evolution of knowledge, understanding the process of why Magdi dresses the way he dresses and why he picks the socks that he picks every day. I have no idea. I need about 200 of my friends here to bring me great insights into why Magdi is the way he is. But I do really want to thank the 40 speakers that preceded today's participation, the 200 attendees that came before you, and the lineup of speakers today, and all of you for gathering to enrich our university community and to enrich the larger community with these conversations. And I also want to thank Jack and Dominique, who worked incredibly hard along with the steering committee members. I know that Pearson and Karen have been with us throughout this process. So thank you both and thank you all.
Thank you. Everyone should have a program, and that'll show you who's speaking in what order, and it'll also give you information about the individuals in a small abstract in there. There will be a website also, and so follow up on that after the fact. Give us a few days, and then the website will be up. I too want to thank everyone who helped with this, and in the program we noted the people who we think did a very fine job helping with us, so I appreciate that. I want to introduce our moderator who has done an excellent job for us on two of them. Gail Bonhomme also did an excellent job on the one that she did on Louisiana Studies. But today, the Associate Dean of Liberal Arts and also Associate Professor in Political Science, Dr. Pearson Cross, who people might know from his radio show or his piano playing, is going to be our moderator, and so I'll give it to Pearson.
Thanks, Jack. I'm violating one of my principal kind of things that I try to follow, because people have said I have a great face for radio. So in this case, I can't quite hide behind the screen, but it's great to be here. Thanks for having me again. Welcome, everyone, to the Community of Interest on the Brain. My name is Pearson Cross. I'm your moderator. This is, as Dr. D'Amico said, the fourth Community of Interest, with support from the Office of the Vice President for Research, Innovation, and Economic Development. Today, the focus is on the brain, and in order to convey an idea of the many different interests and activities currently underway in this broad area of study across campus, we're using a format called Incite Talks. Incite Talks. In these Incite Talks, 16 presenters will each speak for 5 minutes, conveying information about their current research and their ideas for new research in the area of the brain. The slides they prepared are mostly visual rather than text-focused to accommodate the dynamic Incite Talk format. Our program is divided into 2 sessions, both with 8 speakers. Each session is followed by a 35-minute discussion period. During this discussion period, the presenters will be available to talk to you at one of the tables set up out in the lobby. This will provide you, the listeners, with the opportunity to interact with the presenters in each session about the topics presented, as well as an opportunity to enjoy the food and drink that are provided. It is our hope that this meeting, the presentations, and the conversations which follow will allow you to better pursue your interests in brain-related research and perhaps even start mutually beneficial collaborations with other like-minded researchers. I'd like to remind you to silence your cell phones, if you would. Turn everything off. Put it on stun. Thank you.